Rhonda's was the 5-star development
You did put
program.
some in that coffee, huh?
It's called lack of sleep.
I have a feeling.
Rikka's was
Went to
fundraising.
work and came here.
Recognition of advisors, officers, and members was Jessica's.
What was that for?
I don't know, it just sounded really long, so
It was recognition.
Trigg has fellowship,
Woohoo!
regional fund. And then we put the Heights Foundation because that's been something you've worked with. And
You meaning me?
yeah, sorry.
Because there wasn't a name attached, so.
That was your number 2.
Well, since when I got down
Focus stuff.
to Doug, the only thing left was that scholarship one that none of you wanted to do. And Doug's been following up on the Heights. And so it made sense to put Heights on there as something that Doug would follow up on as well.
So now with
That's
these
alright.
two-
Come on.
These 2 things that we
I'm
have, what
good.
exactly are we
Okay.
supposed to do?
Are you
with
fine?
those 2?
No.
Yeah. If each of you have kind of specialty areas, then you'll know what you need to be updated on for each conference. You'll know what you need to be looking for and providing information on with regard to the newsletter. And you'll know an area or areas that you're to be experts on, you know?
So it's for the newsletter and what else?
It's for the newsletter, it's for preparation for the conferences. So chances are if you're going to do speaking too, you'll want to kind of coordinate your speaking around these areas so that people know who to go to for resources. That makes sense? Because everyone can't be a specialist at everything.
Yeah.
And this way, it gives you each kind of a focus. And we make sure all the areas are covered.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so I missed a couple on
Because
Rhonda's.
you were playing with that.
I was trying to. This is documentation, part of my job. For Rhonda, I have homework. So
She
what was
was
the other
on
part?
PR.
5-star development program.
So was that the second or?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
second. Well, either one. You just each have 2. It doesn't have to be first or second. So Rhonda's 5-star development.
And then Rikka was fundraising. Yeah.
Fundraising.
Fundraising.
Communication.
Okay.
Well, fundraising, chapter/region budgeting. And then communication.
What is
Regional newsletters, poetry.
region? Chapter/region budgeting.
It's
I
trying to
chose that.
develop
I
a
don't know
budget
what
for
it
the
is.
chapter for the region.
Helping people understand the budget so that they can take concepts and apply it to their chapter. So if you're going to be handling things related to the budget for the regional level, it makes sense that you would be helping the chapters develop those as well. Does that make sense? That's one of the things that I did a lot with the advisors on last year, was on how to write budgets to go into the SGA to ask for funding.
Yeah.
Because we have a tendency to write budgets that say, you know, please give us $10,000.
Hey, I want to write that budget.
Yeah.
Really?
You don't get 200.
But you know what? That's exactly what they do.
You know what? I'll take 200.
So
But
that's
if
when
you
have
make
20,000 and then you get 400.
Exactly. But the other thing you can do is if you break it down to individuals, and I can show you some examples of this. If you break it down to individuals, like the 5 of you going to Honors Institute, this is how much it costs to send one person to Honors Institute. This is what it costs for travel. This is what it costs for food. This is what it costs for registration. We want to send 5 people to this conference. So now, if they say, okay, instead of $5,000, we're only giving you $3,000, instead of it just being arbitrary numbers, now they have to understand that they've just cut 2 people. Do you see how the perspective is different?
Guilt trip.
Yeah, I can easily, you know, you could easily cut me $5,000 just because I asked you for 10 if you don't have anything to hang it on. But if all of a sudden you're sitting there and now we're talking about 5 people, not